I arrived about, I don't know, 8 o'clock last night. I stopped a lot yesterday. I just was like after 45 minutes, I was like fidgety and I'd have to get out. And I was like, oh, I took a lot of great pictures. It was like such a cathartic drive, like the cornfields and like realizing what farming has done to this land. And it was like I did a bunch of research on John Deere and I was like, oh my god, it's all because of money. Like, scrape more land, buy a bigger tractor, we need more corn. We do not need more corn. I'm like, now I'm on a mission. No, I can't spread myself thin and take this on right now, but somebody should. The corn it's asinine. And then when the combines or pickers come out at like 5 or 6 o'clock at night at dusk, because that's when it's cooler and not so sunny, it like the dust that is coming up from those things, from because they're creating a dust bowl. Like, it's going to be another dust bowl, and the whole Midwest is like at sea level. So everything from both coasts just come in and like, anyway, I was all freaked out for a few moments, but it made for very beautiful sunsets. Fires and dust. Anyway, I got here. Granddad and Mimo were lovely. Oh my, I just need a dose of like Ma and Pa. Did you? I mean, and I've just, granddad's in a great mood. He's taking antidepressants and he's happy, and he's got this new little convertible yellow Volkswagen Beetle that he's like, we're gonna go out and drive this, and we're going to a party on Saturday night. Maybe you'll meet some young man. I'm like, great. Is he rich? I don't even need Rich anymore. I had Rich and he was not nice to me. I'm so grateful that I escaped. And I could have left years and years ago. I remember you, like, in your dorm when we were moving in, and you're like, Mom, what are you doing? Or, like, why are you staying? And I was in, like, some spell, some trance, and the drinking did not help. It kept me in a trance. It made it more tolerable. I mean, weeks before we moved in with him and his kids, he blew up at me. So it was, I mean, if you or any of my friends had ever come to me and told me that a man treated them the way that he treated me and the things that he said to me, and then the subsequent years of the mistreatment and horrible behavior because I dated people during, our breakup and COVID. And anyway, poor me, right? Poor me, but I stayed and I stayed and I stayed. And so while he wasn't physically beating me, he was very abusive to me. And I stayed and I put up with it. And now this last year and a half has been like trying to heal from it, but then also still like every now and again seeing him and then having to stay at his house because I needed support. And everyone that I've turned to for support, which happens to be a man, has not been honest. They have not been trustworthy. And what I've gotten the opportunity to really witness, observe, and be the recipient of human behavior and how interesting it is, and the masculine, and how unhealthy this era of masculine is, because nobody was talking to them. Nobody. Their dads were just like, don't be a pussy, and don't get someone pregnant, and just like, the traditional shit. And we got to change this, and I'm changing it. You're definitely changing it. But, that's my ultimate goal, is to be on this podcast talking about things that fucking matter, that help people. And when I'm eyeball to eyeball with people and I connect with them, I really connect. And I just want to be in a stable, quiet, peaceful place where I can do my work and not be hunted or stalked. I mean, these men, I don't know what's wrong with them. You set a boundary to say, no, I don't want to have sex with you, to stay here. If that's a requirement, then tell me now. I won't unpack. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. No, not at all. That I get unpacked. Like, the last one was a day in, And then the last one after that was like a week and a half in, right after my birthday, where I got nothing. No. Anyway, I'm feeling sorry for myself this morning. And today's the last day that I'm gonna feel sorry for myself. This is my first day in my birthplace. And I don't have to ever see any of them again. I just have to figure out how to get my life, not for another man, for myself. And I can do it. If Emo said to me, if anybody can do it, you can do it. Well, here's the trick. They don't know how bad off I am, and I don't want to tell them. I don't want them to know. They're in such a good place. I don't want them to worry about me, so I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm just gonna enjoy my time with them right here, right now, and not bring my problems into their life right this minute. I'll just enjoy looking through the things and, yeah, riding around in a little yellow convertible slug bug with my dad. I might delete this after I save it for myself. This is my good therapy, but I don't want to bring this on you either. But I guess it's best you know, and that way I don't have to rehash it. Or maybe you just read it in a book someday. But I don't want to tell it again. I'm tired of this being my story. Poor Melissa. Oh, she loved these men. And I chose to stay. I chose to stay. At the expense of my own passions and desires and wants, needs. All right, I love you.